Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, dear friends, the alert citizens, dignitaries, civic leaders, experts of various fields are virtually present today for this global conference. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all on behalf of Jai Hind People's Movement. This is the most memorable day for our organization. I would like to welcome all the dignitaries who are present here. Honorary Sam Pitroda ji, Honorary Frank Islam sir, Honorary Claudia Crawford madam, Mr. Balasaheb Thorat, Mr. Thomas Lenke, Joe Webster, Sandeep ji Waslekar, and all other dignitaries who are present on the dais. It is my pleasure to welcome you all, sir. You all readily accepted our invitation and joined this virtual conference. We are indebted to you all. 22 years ago, with aim to build healthy society and healthy democracy, Jai Hind the People's Movement run sustained campaigns and active programs, bringing together youth, men and women of all walks of life. Friends, today is 2nd October, Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary. The International Non-Violence Day is declared by the United Nations. Mahatma Gandhi, the great soul, has shown us the world a new and unique path, the path of peace and non-violence, the path of truth, the path of tolerance, the path of fearlessness, the path of internal purity and integrity, the path of tolerance, the path of welfare of all, Sarvodaya, unto this last. The ancient Indian culture has shown the same path, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is family. Lord Buddha, Lord Mahavir, Lord Jesus Christ, and Prophet Muhammad showed the same path. There is no place for violence and hatred in any religion. Religion is religion when it unites the people. Religion is not religion when it divides the people. It is very sad that some politicians use religion, nationalism, and culture to divide the people and create hostility. There is nothing wrong in patriotism and love for one's country. Nationalism, which inspires people to love the citizens, all the citizens, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, or language. It is good, rather it is necessary, because it is a step towards the universal fraternity. However, when nationalism is used as a tool for political gain, it is detrimental to the society at national and international level. Ultranationalism is a key foundation for fascism and not compatible with the democracy. Unfortunately, it is spreading fast across the globe in recent time. We divide human in different races and we believe that it is natural, but it is not true. Majority of the anthropologists agree that human first originated in the African continent and migrated to the other continents over millions of years. The geographical conditions therein changed the external characters like color of the skin, hair, and facial features. But friends, under the skin, we all humans are exactly the same. We all are one, and hence we must teach our children this human oneness. Modern human has come into existence due to evolution over a long period. Human brain has developed so much that amazing things like artificial intelligence and cloning are possible today. But human has failed to evolve his mind and spirit. Hence, feelings of hatred and violence are still persistent, making human life miserable. If we turn pages of history, we realize that brutal ambition and hatred led to war, killing millions of innocent people. Now the situation are more alarming as the destructive power of the weapon is so much that human being and other living beings will be turned into ashes within no time. Friends, things are getting worse day by day with growing conflicts and sentiments of anarchy and mobocracy. At this crucial time, all the wise men and women, they should get united. They should come forward and they should raise their voice and successfully rally the writers of the humankind to save the humanity. They should speak out boldly. Unfortunately, the ones who spread turbulence in the society, they shout loudly and they capture the minds and the brains of the people by telling them elusive and deceptive things. Friends, peace and harmony are the most important topics for the world all the time. Nothing is more important than this because divided world and divided nation cannot remain happy and peaceful. Hence, cannot make progress. It is very essential as millions of people are in misery. They do not get enough and nutritious food. They do not get clean water and sanitation facilities. They do not get quality education and proper health services. Quality education and proper health services. Economic inequality is also increasing tremendously. Women folks cannot live safe and honorable life. Youth are frustrated because of growing unemployment and environment imbalances have crossed alarming limits. Friends, peace is the answer. How to achieve world peace? When we talk about world peace, it appears impossible, a myth, or a crazy idea. But let us look at it this way. World is formed of persons. And when we reduce the idea of peace to individual level, it seems possible. Know thyself. Let us peep deep into our minds. Let us awaken our self-consciousness. Let us awaken our self-awareness and wipe out the negative thoughts. We will start feeling, and when you open your eyes wide open and see the sorrow and pain around you, you start feeling, and once feelings are there, you start acting. And when you act for others, there is peace in your mind. You become peaceful. And this way, if each one of us act for others, the world peace is not far away. The world peace is no more a dream. Another thing that can transform the world is leadership. We need good leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Abraham Lincoln. I feel that there is leadership crisis in the world. The present established leaders cannot take up this challenge, and hence youth should come forward and lead the world with honesty, integrity, courage, and sacrifice. These moral values will make you good leaders. Mahatma Gandhi will show you the path. By leaders, I do not mean only political leaders. I mean the leaders in the religious field who will tell the world the meaning and purpose of the religion. We need leaders in the social and educational field to transform the minds of the people. We need strong, independent international institutes supported by people who can sort out the conflicts, avoid war, and stand firmly for democracy and humanity. Lastly, human is at the center of the world. Whatever good or bad we do, it is for the human. Our humble prayer is that our knowledge, research, economy, efforts, sweat should be there only for well-being and happiness of human being. This global conference is an effort towards connecting people around the globe to promote peace, harmony, and progress. You all staying abroad are capable, intelligent, and hardworking, and you have proved yourself in the advanced nations. Your experience, your knowledge, and your vision will guide us to change the Indian society for better. Let us join hands for this mission. Coming to the end of my speech, I would like to present few lines of the great Marathi poet Vamandada Kardak. मानसा इथे मी तुझे गीत गावे, असे गीत गावे तुझे हित व्हावे. असे तुझे माझे नाते जुळावे, तुझ्या संकटाशी इथे मी लढावे. तुझ्याच भुकेचे कोडे उलगडावे, तुझे दुःख सारे गळूनी पडावे. एकाने हसावे, लाखोने रडावे, असे विश्व आता इथे नवरावे, असे विश्व आता इथे नवरावे. The poet says that there should not be such a world where few are smiling and millions have tears in their eyes. We don't want such a world. And hence, friend, we should come together. Coming together, I would like to quote Henry Ford's quote, coming together is beginning. We have come together and we are beginning for peace and harmony. Staying together is progress. We shall stay together for the progress of all. And working together is success. We shall work together for humanity, success of humanity over evil forces. Before we part away, I would request you to join us in this global mission. Thank you very much.